Hey guys, my name is Ryan Schumacher. I graduated from E-Town in 2017. This is my fourth year of teaching, my third year at Palmyra, and I currently teach algebra and pre-algebra in 8th grade. I am part of our student assistance program, which focuses on some trauma-based practices and mentors students, and at some point I would like to get into some coaching. I love a very active lifestyle. I enjoy being outdoors and working out. I love to be with my family, so traveling is an important part of my life. And actually, teaching was actually not my first choice of my career. I'm very excited. I'm getting married next October in Lancaster, and I enjoy volunteering with the Animal Rescue League in Berks County. In terms of my degree, I think that the STEM endorsement kind of works well for me because I believe that STEM is a future component in education, and I think it allows our students to become critical thinkers. They're able to problem solve, and it allows them to see how different subject areas kind of connect. So how do students learn science? There's three things. They have prior knowledge that has to be engaged. So in the STEM Perspectives Chapter 1, understandings that students carry with them into the classroom are going to shape how they make sense of what they are taught. So the example from that chapter shows that the fish story shows that when the fish constructed an image of a human as a modified fish, those prior understandings kind of shaped what was going on in their brains. The second thing is that they're going to develop inquiry strategies, so they're using factual knowledge and build it upon a conceptual framework that is organized for application. And lastly, when we use a metacognitive approach, we allow our students to self-assess, which is an effective part of the teaching aspect, but also the learning aspect. The barriers, the first one is our prior experiences affect teaching. Um, so when we focus on the what scientists know, essentially we're kind of reproducing the information that kind of ties in number one and two there. Um, and when we kind of learn through these processes and methods, we're essentially looking at the how the scientists know. And this is found in chapter 9 of the STEM perspectives. And essentially, I feel like these, excuse me, these methods don't necessarily outline the three ideas that we just spoke about how science should be learned. In terms of my classroom adherence, these are the four things I look for. I look to address the preconceptions. So in chapter 13, it's important to listen to my students prior to making sense of their own ideas. Before digging deeper, it helps to clarify the beginning issues. Otherwise, it might not help them down the road. The second thing is it's also important to ask questions, so it allows them to self-assess and build upon their ideas. And it's also important to have students share their ideas. All right, so not everyone has the same idea, and it's allowing them to deepen their own thinking and foster their own learning. And lastly, the self-reflective piece kind of comes along with the metacognitive approach, where it's important to allow them to kind of process through their own ideas in this case. In the STEM perspective, I think my current class would probably be the STEM means math and incorporates technology, which is the diagram on the left. So my class kind of focused solely on the math concepts and not on other disciplines, but we do use some of the technology as a tool to enforce the math concepts. I think it's something that I want to continue to work on. Where I would like to end and maybe have a goal is to reach where STEM means coordination across the disciplines. I think that's important and beneficial because students can see how the concepts connect from one discipline to another, and ultimately just kind of see the ability of things to be intertwined. So my Easter egg. So my favorite book is Wonder. I know I read that in middle school and high school, even in college. I just think it's a great book to really have and read, and it allows students to kind of see different perspective. And then I have my citations from the two articles that we read. Thanks.